You see, when we sing that song or we pray this prayer and say, Father, let thy will be done. What we pray is, Father, let this my will be your will, and let it be done. What we are trying to tell God is, I've already captured something. Approve that thing and do it. And as long as you are still in that place, God will tell you that we are in charge. When you come to me, you must make me the in charge. If you come to share table with me, you stay for long. That's why some people pray for a particular matter for long. Have you found a situation where you are in a trouble and then you have excavated all ways to solve that problem, and then you got to a point where that matter becomes like it is over, and then you finally just come to God and say, just do whatever you want to do, let me rest, and then God will now bring a solution to that matter. The reason why you got there is because you tried all options within your abilities and your knowing, and nothing worked. And then finally, when you got to a point where you now are giving up, and then peradventure, at that point you don't choose Satan. At that point you don't choose silver, you don't choose gold. What you choose is God. God will now say, now that you have come helplessly, I'm going to attend to your matter. But so many times we come to the presence of God to seek the face of God with an option in our heart. Our minds are still functional when we are talking to God. Very functional. That's why, you see, when God gave us an access to prayer in tongues, the reason why God activated that dimension of prayer is God was looking for a way He can do away with our mind in the place of prayer, so that, because you know, when you are praying in the dialect that you understand, which is not bad, you tend to follow. It must make sense to you. You are following your prayer. But when you begin to pray in tongues, you don't understand what you are saying. And what you are saying does not make sense to you until your mind is lost. And that's why, while you are still praying in tongues, if you are still hearing your tongues, how sweet or bad it is, it means you have not started praying. You are still in the journey. Until you get to a point where you are no longer conscious of you are no longer conscious of what you're saying. At that point, you have crossed from your consciousness to the consciousness of the Spirit, and it is at that point that something is a possibility that the Spirit can bring rescue to whatever matter you came with. If you are still very conscious of your speakings, it means you are still trying to give definition to your tongues, whereas that tongue, you are not speaking it to yourself. You know, sometimes people might think that if you speak in tongues, and maybe you speak one word like ba 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 ba, is it only? Why is it not having vocab? No, it's not you they are speaking to. You don't need to try to find understanding to that ba, because every ba to whom is spoken to have understanding to what that ba 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 is. It's you that is knowing that ba is ba. To the one that they are speaking to, ba, every ba means something. So you cannot be paying attention to, because as long as your mind is still fruitful, you can't do business with the Spirit. And it's not that the Spirit is a fan of unfruitful minds. It's not that the Spirit wants to do business with dons, but the Spirit don't want to do business with men who are still alive to their mind, that they can contribute. That's why when Spirit want to do business with men, they kill the man. That's why sometimes when you come to God and you are still fully yourself, your flesh is still very active, what God will do is that He will allow you to journey. So many things are going to happen to your life. The reason why those things are happening to your life is that God is trying to see if you can come.